Hello everyone, and welcome back to episode 2 of my Bestiary tales. I'll be your guide for today, Jizo. Today I want us to look into the works of one of my personal favorite authors of all time, that author being Mr. Howard Phillips Lovecraft, more famously known as H.P. Lovecraft. Born in the year 1890 on Providence, Rhode Island, Howard Phillips Lovecraft was a man stricken with chronic depression, constant nightmares, and extreme bouts of nervous breakdowns. His mental state only got worse after his mother, Sarah Susan Phillips Lovecraft, died after complications from surgery in 1921, sending Lovecraft into a fit of spiraling depression, which became one of his main inspirations for writing The Call of Cthulhu. Published in 1928, The Call of Cthulhu introduces Lovecraft's first entry into what is now known as the Cthulhu mythos, which introduces elements of cosmic horror and overwhelming feelings of powerlessness, which keeps his work popular even to this very day. The universe described in this mythos is set out to be a very cold and uncaring place, where humans are nothing but dust in the wind. This is due to the existence of alien-like entities that are basically gods to us in every way possible. From this mythos, there is one entry that's very well known, and is said to be the one thing separating us from the great old ones. The great dreamer Cthulhu, or as is said to be pronounced in the tongue of the old ones, Cthulhu, is a great old one whose origins begin on the planet Vodiel, which is in the 23rd nebula. His heritage is a great old one coming from his father Nug, including his grandparents Yog-Sothoth and Shub-Niggurath. Cthulhu also has a brother known as Hastur, the Yellow King, but we'll look more into him in another video. A long time ago, before Cthulhu found himself on Earth, he traveled to the star of Zoth, where he found the deity Adeya, also known as the Mighty Mother. After mating with her, Adeya gave birth to Cthulhu's offspring, known as the Starborn. The first three of the children, Ganthoga, Yathoga, and Zothamog, being known as the sons of Cthulhu. But there is a fourth child that isn't as well known as the three siblings, that child being Scythilla, Secret One. She is the daughter of Cthulhu. The reason for her being a secret is due to her being an extremely critical pawn in his plan. From Zoth, Cthulhu and his children travel to the planet Saturn, along with a species known as the Star Spawn, which a lot is not known about them, but they are said to be a race of shapeshifters. Most likely what happened is along Cthulhu's journey to Saturn, he stopped at another planet, inhabited by the Star Spawn, and instead of being killed, they chose to follow Cthulhu as a way of being spared, also choosing, due to the fact of them being shapeshifters, to take on his appearance. From Saturn, Cthulhu's last stop would be Earth, where he and his followers landed on an unknown land in the Pacific Ocean, where the Star Spawn built the great city of Aurelia, which was made from an unknown grain stone shaped into structures that at a glance, no man would be able to describe. But the Earth wouldn't be Cthulhu's without resistance from the Elder Ones, which was a race of aliens that arrived on Earth much earlier than Cthulhu. About 1 billion years ago, they had already enslaved the planet, and by that time colonized the planet with their own technology. Due to the Elder Ones not being strangers to war, they immediately defended the planet against Cthulhu, eventually bringing both sides to an agreement that they would be able to co-inhabit the Earth as long as there be no bloodshed on either side. From this point on, Cthulhu and his offspring enjoyed their freedom on Earth, but for reasons unknown, one day Cthulhu went into a deep sleep in his kingdom of Aurelia. During this time, the Elder Ones would disappear and be replaced with the human race. Due to Cthulhu being able to communicate with beings through their dreams, he slowly persuaded a few humans to praise him and eventually formed the cult of Cthulhu. The cult's entire purpose was to keep Cthulhu and his sunken city of Aurelia a secret until he awakes to claim the Earth again. Now, in the previously mentioned daughter of Cthulhu, Cthulhu, the reason she is hidden is due to the cult of Cthulhu themselves, as they keep her a secret, because in the likelihood that Cthulhu is ever killed, Cthulhu will give birth to him once again, and this is why she's guarded by the Deep Ones in the city of Aulia. Now with the appearance of Cthulhu, I believe that Mr. Lovecraft got the inspiration from his own fear of the ocean, including marine life, which explains why Cthulhu came to look the way he does. His appearance is also why I think Cthulhu stays at the forefront of the Elder Ones, as he has the definitive look that anyone can recognize, as all the other gods are said to be a collection of flesh, eyes, and tentacles. Now you might be asking, what is Cthulhu himself capable of? Well, the one thing he shares with the other Old Ones is that just by looking at him, for only a moment, it's enough to send you into madness, the reason being that the human mind just can't handle the form or presence of a Great One. Another ability Cthulhu possesses is shown in the Call of Cthulhu. When Matt Johansson and his crew were fleeing from the Great Old One, he rammed the boat into Cthulhu's head, splitting it in two, but immediately after, it is shown that Cthulhu can regenerate extremely fast, suggesting that no man-made weapon can hurt or kill him. What makes the whole situation even scarier is that the form of Cthulhu they damaged was just an avatar for him. As I stated earlier, Cthulhu's real body is asleep in the depths of Aulia, waiting to wake up and take what's rightfully his. Hey guys, Jizo here. In closing, I just want to have a small conversation with you guys, just to say hi, welcome to the channel, and thanks for watching. Hopefully the video on Cthulhu makes you guys curious enough to go and check out some of Lovecraft's other stories. But if I were to recommend any of his stories, I would say go check out From Beyond and my other favorite, Cool Air. But I'll do you guys a favor with a link to the playlist in the description. You can go down there and check that out. I'll link most of his stories in audiobook form so you can just listen to it in your spare time. Well, like I said, just a small conversation. So, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and check out my first episode of the Bestiary on the Codex Gigas, and the upcoming episode whenever I'm done making it. Like, subscribe, and if you guys want more content like this, and remember, stay curious.